far back as I remember, I just loved being outside. For me, there's nothing better than going away and spending some time in the woods or out in the moorland. It's such a beautiful landscape. The ability to come here every day and walk out in the peat, look at the birds, is just incredible. So under the heather here, we can see the sphagnum moss. It is what makes up the peatland the most. This here grows 1 centimetre every 100 years, but it's very slow growing. That's why this environment is so special. My role at the site is an environmental clerk of works as well as an ecological clerk of works. So what that involves is collecting water samples, taking pictures of good practice as well as bad practice on site in order to audit our work to make sure everything is staying compliant and healthy to the environment. This area is surrounded by a specially protected area, a scientific area of conservation and a Ramsar site. These protections show just how important this landscape is and how endangered some of the plants and species that reside here are. Currently we're working with a researcher from the University of Stirling who's looking at the peat that was collected off the site.
It's really important to be able to help restore peatlands where we can, so that we can turn them back into carbon captures. Considering how many peatlands have been degraded, this is a really important thing to look at.
The environment is always top of the list. They've come up with this idea of it's called a floating road, and that's where if you put down a geogrid and then place stone on top of it, you compress the peat underneath until the point where it becomes a hydraulic platform that supports the weight of the road and any traffic that's going across it. And that allows the hydrology to continue with the peat bog underneath, so you're not disturbing that whole ecological system.
It's just beautiful when you look around, and something like this, something as insignificant as a little green plant, basically protects our environment as a whole. We need to care for this land. As resilient as it is, we have a duty to protect it.